Hey guys, I know I'm like a week and technically a day, considering it is 5:51 on Monday. You might ask, why are you still up? I haven't gone to freaking bed, and I'm sorry, finals, hectic, yeah. Anyway, you might also notice the new setup, so figured I'd try this angle. I look like literal shit. Anyway, well, basically today's video is messages or conversations I've had with people on dating apps. I know you see, like, such as The Gabby Show and Jessie Smiles. Those are the only two I watched them. So, well, with them, they talk about messages and conversations they've had with guys. As far as I know, no one really talks about the conversations girls have. Like, to the point, some women are taking the whole think like a man thing too seriously. Such as, hey, let me get your numbers so I can show you a picture of my tits. I'm not complaining of a tit pic, but I'd like to get to know you first. These are from, I'm not even gonna name the app, but anyway, these two, oh, kind of, sort of three, maybe, but these are mothers. I'm not demeaning mothers who want to go out and use dating apps to find people. I'm not demeaning them at all. I have the utmost respect for them. Okay, you're a single mother, you want someone to spend the rest of your life with. Okay. The first one I got was a woman who, again, on her profile, I checked out her profile, good looking woman, has 3 kids, cute kids too. I mean, I like kids, so if you have kids, I don't mind. Pretty much, her profile said that she's looking for basically someone to marry. Well, I'll find it. Probably won't be able to find it now. Good God. It's so good. Oh, that's a good user. Oh, okay. Anyway, this woman pretty much starts up the conversation, you know, hey there. Like, hey, you know, whatever. Oh, she's like, how you doing? Me being me, I'm like, oh, I'm pretty good. How about yourself? I'm trying to find this conversation. Wait, no, it deleted it. Oh, okay, never mind. Anyway, well, I was like, you know, the usual, I'm pretty good. How about yourself? You know, whatever. She's like, not doing so well. Honestly, I just got called a bad mother. I'm like, I'm sorry to hear that, you know. What was the reason why I called you a bad mother? Because, of course, in my head, it's you're looking for women to be with, which, of course, you know, welcome to the Bible Belt, or the fact she's on a dating app. Because people will judge you for anything and everything. Well, she's like, well, I just got called a bad mother because I wore a bikini for my son who's 8. Like, okay, you do you. I mean, whatever. You want to wear a bikini for yours? Apparently, the story was that she told me her son bought her a bikini and she wore it, and also like her daughters were wearing bikinis. Like, their privates are covered. I see no problem with this. And I was like, as for, you know, the whole your son buying you something like that, it's like your son buying a t-shirt or something. It's just a bathing suit. See no problem with that. Whatever. Well, then she goes in, then it gets weird. She's like, well, do you have any friends that wear bathing suits around their preteen boys? I was like, no, not really. Well, then she's like, well, I also believe in being naked in front of my son. Okay. That is your own prerogative. That is, you know, you're the mother. They've kind of seen all that before. And she's like, do you have any friends that like to be naked in front of their preteen boys? I was like, first off, I don't have any friends that have preteen boys. Most of my friends have girls, and if they have boys, they're like under the age of 5. Second, I don't just randomly go up and ask my friends, hey, do you ever get naked in front of your kids? That's a bit weird. Well, she was still harping on this whole, like, I tried to change the subject. So she sent me a picture of her friend, or sent me to her friend's profile who was also wearing a bikini for her son. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. I didn't go look at it because I didn't want to bother with that shit. Well, finally, you know, after a little bit, I was like, so, what are you looking for? Trying to steer the subject. Oh, did you go see it? Isn't she beautiful? I'm like, oh, God. So yeah, that was the end of that conversation. This next one gets weird. Same concept. Hey, how are you? She was a beautiful woman and had a beautiful little 5-year-old daughter. Well, she might not have even been 5. I don't know. I don't remember. But she was adorable. So I was like, alright, you know, I like kids. I'm good with kids. Well, she sent me a message. Apparently, she got the same deal, I guess. It's called the bad mother. I don't particularly remember the beginning of the conversation. Oh no, one of her friends got called a bad mother. Because it was like, bring your daughter to work day, and they work at a law firm. And daughter showed up wearing, basically dressed like her mother, wearing a dress, wearing thigh highs, and wearing heels. The girl was like 9 years old. She's like, do you see any problem with that? I was like, no. Well, do you see any little girls, or do you know any little girls that are wearing like 6-inch heels? Like, no, I'm not around kids. I'm a college student. Not really around kids. And I was like, yeah, you know, growing up, I had a neighbor who would let her daughter, you know, dress up in heels and wear, well, she let her wear trashy clothing, but, you know, that's a whole other story. Well, she went and she was like, well, how big were the heels? I'm like, I don't know, I didn't get down and count. Well, I was like, look, I had been probably about 12 hours since I had talked to her, sent her a message, you know, sent her something, and she said something back. It was like, you're talking about the damn heels again. I was like, you're still on the thing about the heels. She's like, no, it's called, what'd she say? It's called continuing our conversation. I'm like, okay, look, the way I see it, you're the parent. If you feel comfortable having your daughter wear thigh highs, a little skimpy dress, and fucking high heels, that's you. I mean, sure, years down the road, you're going to be complaining because your daughter got pregnant, but, you know, that's your problem, your child. Well, then, it doesn't stop there. She got into it to where, oh, if we go on our first date, is it okay if I bring my daughter with me? Yeah, I have no problem with that. We can go to a park. She's like, oh, that sounds lovely. And then, like, you can come over to my house and you can give her a bath. I'm like, what? What? Apparently something about her mother said it was if people didn't, if someone who she went on a date with wouldn't bathe her daughter on the first date, it was a bad sign or something. I'm like, automatically my mind went through the poor child. Her mother's gonna end up dating a pedophile, child molester, whatever, and that poor child's gonna end up molested. As automatic programming in my head. Well, I was like, yeah, whatever, sure. Kind of iffy. I was like, Plus, again, the child is 5 years old. She can bathe her own damn self. Sorry, animals are out playing. But pretty much what happened after that was, she's like, oh, I have an idea that'll make it better. I was like, okay, whatever. She's like, how about what if you're drinking wine while you're doing it? I was like, I don't feel comfortable doing that because considering it's a first date, wine would make it romantic, and I don't want to romanticize bathing your daughter. She's like, how is it romantic and not elegant? People drink wine while at the dinner table. I was like, yes, but they don't drink it while, the only time wine is involved and taking a bath is when you're taking a bath with your significant other, and then it's all romantic and cutesy and hearts and flowers and shit. Good God, I looked at it, I was tired. Anyway. Pretty much, conversation went on to there oh, well, I live with my 8-year-old brother. I was like, okay, whatever. She's like, oh, I'm extremely close to him. I'm like, okay, whatever. If we date, I expect you to be close to him. Sure. I'm good with family. Ask all my exes. Their family, like, fucking loves me. Still ask about me. Kinda weird. But anyway. Well, it got to pretty much, it got down to, oh, would you be, my brother walked in on me naked while I was getting out of the shower, and he likes to lip kiss. Would you be comfortable? I was like, I will not lip kiss your brother. I will kiss him on the cheek, but that is it. This whole stranger danger thing, I'm not, no. And then it got to, well, would you feel comfortable with him being naked? I think it shows a lot of respect to him. I'm like, how does it show him respect by him being in the same room as you naked? And she's like, oh, but because you're not like screaming and yelling and rushing to cover up. I was like, I'm still going to cover up. I'm not going to rush to cover up, but, you know, do the same thing I did with my brothers. They're in there. They can see me naked. I'm not going to rush to cover up, but it's kind of uneasy. Well, she was like, would you feel comfortable being naked with him? I'm like, look, if he walks into the room accidentally, or walks into the bathroom and I'm getting dressed or changed or undressed or something, sure, whatever, it's not a big deal. I'm not going to invite him into a room and let us both get naked. No, that's how I end up going to jail for 10, 15 years. And then she's like, oh, well, is it bad that I let him bathe my daughter? I'm like, no, they're family. It's kind of okay if you let family bathe family members, kind of thing. Brothers bathe sisters, they're kind of close in age, so he's gonna bathe her. It's whatever. And she's like, well, I let him hand bathe her, cause I think her line was, don't use rags on her. She's not a car. She's a precious gift. By that line, I could tell that is her first and only child. Just for the fact that after the second kid, I've seen it happen. After the second kid, you don't give a fuck. I was like, First off, I don't even hand bathe myself. Second off, I am not hand bathing your daughter. Especially not when it comes to washing between her legs. Why not? Gee, I don't know. Maybe it's because, you know, with girls, it's kind of, yeah, someone walk in to see me barehanded between your daughter's legs. I'm going to jail for 10 to 15 years. And no, thank you. She's like, is it okay if he does it? I was like, I've said it once, I'd say it again. You're a kid. Your problem. It got very weird very fast. I was very uncomfortable. Like, honestly, who the fuck talks to a total stranger about this shit? Again, her profile said that she was looking for someone to marry. And then I get one tonight, like right before, or no, it's right, I was cleaning the house pretty much right before my video. It's pretty much same shit. The conversation didn't go anywhere. I looked on her profile, said that she was single and looking. Pretty much looking for someone to marry. Okay, sure, whatever. She opened up with, hey. I said, hey. She said, how are you? I said, I'm pretty good. How about yourself? Typical shit. I'm a little upset. I just got said I was a bad mother about my 5-year-old. I'm like, looked at her, I was like, you're not the first one to fucking tell me that shit. Next thing I know, like, I go back and the conversation has been deleted, so she blocked me. Yeah. I'm starting to think maybe it's the same person. Possibly. But anyway, oh good god, this video went on long. Yeah, I will be doing vlogmas, or making vlogs. If you're interested in that, put in the comments. I mean, it's gonna have to wait until I get a good camera. If you're looking for something to get me for Christmas, camera. I'll try to post on time this week, or, you know, next time I post a video. I'll try to post on time. You gotta give me slack. It's last 2 weeks of the semester. I'm driving insane. So yeah, make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe. Post in the comments your crazy stories, any suggestions for another video you have. Jesus, excuse me. I will post my information down below, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and I will see y'all next week. Need to smile more.